feels best for you. Roll those shoulders down. We'll take a few breaths here, just inhaling through your nose and exhaling out your mouth. As you inhale, feel your ribcage open. As you exhale, pull the ribcage together, belly button to spine, really feeling the core. Few big breaths, shoulders down. Focusing in here on your practice and pushing away the thoughts from outside. Let's take our arms out to a T, palms facing down. We'll go up and over in one direction, just getting a nice side stretch here. And then up and over to the other side. Keep your neck in line with the spine. One more time, up and over, nice stretch, reaching those fingertips. And then up and over to the other side. Good. Arms come back out to a T, palms facing down. Pull those shoulder blades down. Inhale. Exhale. Pulse, pulse. To one side, finding a twist. Back to center. Pulse, pulse the other side. Just finding rotation here. Gaze will go with that back hand. Good. Pulling the shoulder blades down. Go one more time each way. Perfect. Pausing back at center. We'll inhale, arms up. Exhale, find a nice forward fold, reaching those fingertips forward, gaze down. Take your hands over to the right side. Nice little stretch. Back to center, over to the left side. Back to center, walking those hands back towards the body. One more little stretch here. Inhaling up, exhale. Reach back behind, tiny back bend. Gaze goes up towards the ceiling. And then we inhale, exhale, push those hands away. Good. We're gonna lay all the way down on our backs now. So rolling down onto your back, find a comfortable position here. We're gonna go straight into a round of hundreds. Options for our hundreds, you can keep your feet flat on the mat. Progression, take those legs to tabletop, 90 or 45. We're gonna be pumping our arms 5 or 6 inches, deliberate pumps, breathing in for 5 counts, and then out for 5 counts for 100 counts. Optional, chest lift, or you can keep your head on the mat. Let's do a few preps to start. Arms come up to 90, palms face away. Inhale, exhale, hands come to the hips, chest lift optional. Inhale, hands come back up towards the ceiling. Few more like this, just deciding how you want to go with your round of hundreds. Again, that chest lift is optional. And there are those different progressions with the legs. On this next one, we hold, we start pumping, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 30, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 40, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50. Halfway done. If you want to add a progression, you can, or you can keep your head back down onto the mat. 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 70, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 80, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 90. Last set, breathe in. Last set, breathe out. Set it on down. Let the knees sway side to side. Take a big inhale and an exhale. With those hundreds, make sure when you're pumping, you're keeping the low back pressing down into the mat, not letting the back arch. Good. We're going to go into our core series next. Let's go single leg stretch. Right knee into the chest, hands staggered on the shin, left leg 45. Chest lift optional. We're going to inhale, exhale, switch. And switch. So hands are staggered on the shin, one knee in. Find that push and pull. You're pulling that knee into your midline as you press the leg away. Again, keeping the low back pressing down into the mat, not letting the back arch. You can always make the legs go higher if you feel that back arch. Good. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Take an inhale and an exhale. We're going to go scissors next. Right leg up at 90, hands on the thigh or the calf. Left leg 45, chest lift optional, pulse, pulse, switch, pulse, pulse, switch. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. Goal is to keep the legs straight here. Pointing those toes. Again, finding that push and pull. Pulling that leg in towards you as you press the leg away. If you're feeling strain in the neck, put the head down. Good. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Take an inhale and an exhale. Couple more here. We're going to go double leg stretch. Knees into the chest, hands on the shins. For a double leg stretch, you're going to keep your head down the whole time or keep your head up the whole time. We're going to inhale. When you're ready, head up or down. Arms and legs go out in opposition, and then you scoop back up into that little ball. Good. That opposition, toes and fingertips are reaching away, and then you're scooping up, knees to chest in that little ball, keeping the back nice and imprinted on the mat. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Take an inhale and an exhale. Last one here, we go crisscross. Hands behind the head, elbows wide, legs to tabletop, shins parallel to the ground. You're going to go right shoulder to left knee, right leg shoots out to 45, and then you crisscross to switch. Switch. Think shoulder to knee. Find the oblique work here. Good. Finding that twist in the core. Elbows are nice and wide. Perfect. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Take an inhale and an exhale. Again, knees bent, feet flat. Maybe let the knees open, finding a nice little butterfly. As you catch your breath, knees close. Again, we've got the magic circle. It is in the closet if you need one. It's always optional. You can ditch it at any point as we continue. Perfect. One more opening of those knees. And then closing of the knees. We're going to grab that magic circle. Magic circle is going to go in between the lower thighs. So you're going to find kind of a little oval shape with that circle, a little pressure on the circle. We're going to go into bridging next. So find that neutral spine, pocket of air underneath the low back. Knees are bent, feet are flat. You have that little pressure on the circle. We start with a pelvic rock. Inhale. Exhale. Press the low back down, tilting the pelvis forward. Inhale back to neutral. So it's a tiny movement here. We're just warming up the spine. It's an exhale, pressing that low back down, tipping the pelvis forward, and then an inhale to come back to that neutral, that little arched spine. Good. If you have anything going on in the spine or back, as we go into our bridging, as we lift those hips, you could always just hinge up and down. If you have a healthy low back, you're going to roll through one bone at a time up and one bone at a time down. When you're ready, inhale, exhale, press the low back down, imprinting the spine, lifting those hips all the way up into a diagonal. Hips are lifted, squeeze the glutes at the top. Inhale, exhale, nice and slow. Roll one bone at a time all the way down. Continuing here with your breath. You want to keep those hips level and keep the same shape of that circle as you go up into that bridge. Pressing evenly into the feet. Try to press into that big and second toe, not rolling out to the pinky side part of the foot. And if you're feeling too much hamstrings, scooch the feet in closer to the body. Good. We're going to add a progression on. You come up into that bridge. Inhale, exhale. You're going to slowly lower one bone at a time all the way down. When you get to the bottom, one squeeze of the circle, release, inhale, exhale, scooping back up into that bridge. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Inhale, exhale, nice and slow, rolling all the way back down. Again, when you get to the bottom, one squeeze of the circle, release of the circle, inhale, going back up into that bridge. Good. A little bit of a combo move here. We will add on. Squeeze of that circle when you're down at the bottom. Inhale, exhale. When you get up to the top, add that squeeze of the circle as well. Release, inhale, exhale, all the way back down. Squeeze the circle at the bottom. Release. Rolling back up into your bridge. Squeeze the circle at the top and rolling back down. Good. Working those inner thighs. Still finding the glute muscles, trying to take some of that work away from the hamstrings into the glutes. Perfect. On this next one, we're gonna hold all the way up into that bridge. Hips are lifted. We squeeze and release the circle. We're here for 5, 4. Keep the hips lifted. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, nice and slow. Roll one bone at a time all the way down. Good. We're gonna take the circle out. Both feet go into the padding of the circle. Just get a nice stretch. Reach those heels up towards the ceiling. You can use the circle here. And then bend the knees. Reaching those heels back up towards the ceiling. Finding a nice hamstring stretch. And then coming back, bending those knees. Good. A couple more like this. Finding your stretch. Perfect. We're gonna go single leg bridge. So left foot's gonna go back down to the mat. You have 2 options here. You can hold the circle on that right padding of the foot into a tabletop position here as you go up into a bridge, up and down. Option 2, leg can be all the way up towards the ceiling. So either way, tabletop or up towards the ceiling, you decide. You wanna have the hips nice and level. On these, we're gonna just hinge up and down. When you're ready, inhale, exhale, hinge those hips up, single leg bridge, inhale, exhale, hinge back down. We're here for 8, so 7 more, lifting up that toe towards the ceiling or that knee if you're in the tabletop. We have 6 more. Try to keep those hips level, squeezing the glutes at the top, pressing evenly into that left foot. Good. We've got about 4 more, halfway done. Perfect. Again, if the hamstrings are tight, scooch that foot in closer to your glutes. 2 more here. And on this last one, we hold up in that bridge, squeeze the glutes. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down, little point and flex of the foot. Perfect. We're gonna go other side. Left foot into the circle, right foot down on the mat. Again, you can be tabletop or up to 90. Single leg bridges for 8 when you're ready. Inhale, exhale up, inhale back down. Doesn't need to be a super high lift. Just go to where you feel those glute muscles. Good. If you're arching the back too much, you're going too high. We've got about 4 more here. You guys got this. Breathing in, breathing out. Warming up the back body. Good. For 3, 2. On this last one, we hold up. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips come down, little point and flex of the foot. Get a nice stretch. Good job, guys. Perfect. I'm going to take magic circle into the hands. Arms are back up to 90. Legs are going to go straight down to the mat. So legs straight down to the mat. Magic circle up towards the ceiling. Little pressure on that circle. Pull the shoulder blades down. Inhale. Exhale. When you're ready, you're going to chin to chest. Slowly scoop, rolling all the way up into your roll up. Good. Forward fold. Nice stretch. Stack back up nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale. Slow, slow, slow. Little pressure on that circle as you roll. All the way down. Circle can go up to 90 or even overhead if you want that little stretch. Arms up to 90. Inhale, exhale. 2 more like this. Finding that roll up nice and slow. Press the heels heavy into the mat. Forward fold. Stack back up nice and tall. Shoulders down. Scooping 1 bone at a time. All the way down. Arms reach overhead. Up to 90. Inhale. Exhale. Chin to chest. Scooping. Using that core. Forward fold. Perfect. Stack back up nice and tall. We're not going to go down on this last one. You can set the circle off to the side. We're going to go 4-point kneeling when you're ready. 4-point kneeling. Wrists under shoulders. Knees under hips. Let's go into a cat-cow stretch. Inhale. Press your low back up towards the ceiling. Exhale, create that arch. Just moving between flexion and extension in a range that works for you. Good. little spine position. Warming up our plank. When you're ready, you can go forearm plank or straight arm plank. You can always just go back to the knees or all the way back to the toes. We're just gonna hold one plank here. When you're ready, gaze at your fingertips. Holding that plank. If you're on the straight arms, press into the fingertips. Hike up those hips if you've got saggy hips. You wanna feel the core here. Heels press back behind. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, child's pose, hips over heels. Good